All right. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Yay.
Hello.
All right. So, Amy, take it away.
Okay. So we just did a coaching sneak peek. It's a little shady. No, we couldn't go live on Facebook. We're gonna have to look in that. So there's not a live video in our coaching sneak peek group. However, we did a Zoom link. Anna was on it, which was awesome. Mariah, feel free to invite to that coaching opportunity all month. That's kind of how we're going to like set things up where we're just going to keep the same group going, because what I've noticed in the past is like if you start putting people that you are interested in coaching with you into a group, it may take them multiple months to see stuff and finally decide that they're interested. But just know that's just a really good place to also to like track people that you're inviting to the coaching opportunity. Then you can like re-invite them every month. Like, oh, hey, by the way, like this is going to happen on this day this month. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't invite to anything this week on this group. It's been, my life is crazy. So I'm going to use the whole month to continue to invite. So just know that like it's there for all of us because life does get busy. So it's there. But it was good. I think once we finally figured it out, it was a good sneak peek.
So we have it on Zoom. I'm going to post it when we are done. And that way it's just a recording and they can go back and watch it.
Yep.
And also to add to kind of what Amy said, just because it started today doesn't mean you can't add people in today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. You know what I mean? Like she said, all month long. You should always be inviting to coaching. And you can always
we're going to be, I just realized we're going to be posting about where this group goes for 2 more days, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
just one little part.
Yes. Duh. Sorry. Are we going to do a prize at the end? Should we? Like a raffle for anybody like that signs up? I've got stuff like gifts.
I got stuff. Got plenty of stuff. Yes, that's fine.
I know. I mean, we may not want to. I don't know. But we can always do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that. We'll post it. We can post about it tomorrow.
Perfect.
Sign up by Sunday. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So then we have that going on, and then we have 12 days of fitness starting on Friday. Each team has their own groups. So we'll be posting, or you know what I mean, like doing them in there. It's free. Add people to it.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm not starting Friday. We were going to, and then we decided to start it Thursday. So Mariah, we start tomorrow, which you already saw that in there. We decided to not do a workout on the 24th.
Well, you're smart.
Well, I've never done it this way though before. But all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, that actually maybe. So I keep saying Friday but it's really ours starts. I did one in my free group. We're doing a 12 days in our free group as well as our challenge group.
Yeah.
And so I decided, I did a big post today, like get excited, and then tomorrow we start.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna add the post into our challenge group too, so those people can do it who aren't on Facebook or they're just in our group anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, invite to that. Talk about that in your stories. Do a post about it if you haven't. And they don't have to be in by Thursday or Friday. Again, they can jump in throughout the next 12 days if they want. Yep. And another cool thing is do the moves on your stories. So people can do them even if they're not in the group, you know. That's a way to add value too, is each day do a quick video clip of the move and post about like, okay, here's day 5, whatever day 5 is. I can share all the graphics so you guys know when you can use them in your stories, or you just know ahead of time. And if anybody wants to take a day on my team and post in there, let me know. Just message me and I'll send you the post. And I think we're all admins, so you should be able to schedule them. Let's see, what else?
I know, sorry, my husband's cooking dinner. You guys, my like hashtag today is men. I told my son today, my son was my bigger one, or my husband was supposed to take my kids to school today because I had a meeting at our school dinner. And then today he had another thing that was pretty serious with work that came up, but he's known about it. They cannot multitask at all. And so I get in the car, I tell my son, my older son, I said, see, this is why women have babies. And he's like, Mom. I'm like, oh my God, you're 9. What is that in the kitchen? Anyways, so I was like, hey, I've got this coaching CP. Can you start dinner? Sure. Yeah, all I'm doing is putting turkey meatballs and sauce on the heat, and they got taken off the heat. This is not hard. Anyway, sorry. Whatever. Stage of the life. That's where I'm at right now. So sorry for the knife and the grossness of my oven. But that was all. I think there's promo codes. You guys, the first, if you were active in that certain time frame, you have 3 codes per account until tomorrow, right, Sarah?
Mm-hmm. Until tomorrow. I thought it was all month.
I thought you had to use them by the 12th and then get more. Or am I wrong?
I thought you got more if you used them by the 12th, but I didn't know they expired on the 12th.
They don't expire. They don't expire till the 31st. I just used one or I just gave one out actually.
Okay, so this is something to note, and I'm glad that I'm not like a coach by myself. I never got my email for my promo codes. So I actually had to send an email to corporate, and they gave me my my promo codes, but I still have not received the email. So it's possible I'm wrong on that. So, but yeah, so just know the promo codes are huge, right? And you can use them for anything.
Anything that's a challenge pack.
Yeah, right. Challenge pack over 150, right?
I think it's 140, isn't it? I think everything's over 140, but yeah, I think it's a challenge pack over 140.
All right. Again, I didn't get the email, so I don't know what's going on with my note. It's weird.
Well, clearly, I didn't read the email. I'm just assuming they're good all month.
Well, and maybe
no, it literally says on here expires the 31st.
Okay,
so.
But so what's the deal about the 12th then? Tell me that part again.
Maybe you
So
get
I
more.
have the email literally printed off. If you use your 3 promo codes by the 12th, I refill your promo codes and you get to use them for that December 16th customer launch.
Oh,
If you use all 3 of these, then you get more.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to mess you that.
That's all right.
But I do have a question about that though, because I have someone who's interested in coaching. So I didn't know if by her signing up to be a coach, would new coaches get these promo codes too, or?
No.
I thought they did.
I don't get the email. You might be right, Sarah.
I thought, my understanding, unless it was just for a certain month, but my understanding was when a new coach signs up, they get promo codes as well.
Mariah, she just signed up a new coach. Did your coach get promo codes? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her. She's a little grumpy right now. Work sucks, though.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything, so I'm assuming no. I can ask her.
Yeah, maybe ask her and then throw it in here. You know, the
thread.
The team thread, just so we know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I thought they did, but that could have been just that special month. But it would make sense for them to do it that way.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
You're probably just sore from gymnastics.
So bar, do you guys want to do are you doing a separate bar group, Amy?
No.
Just in your challenge group? Okay.
We've tried those. You guys do the app, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying the app. We liked it, but then we didn't. I don't know. So we're just doing one basic, trying to get people to convert to bar, but we're just not doing, so it's like multiple group. You know, most of the people that are posting though, and that are involved have bought bar.
Okay.
By default, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't going to do anything bar specific necessarily, but just kind of add some here and there in our challenge group. Okay. For January.
Yeah, and I don't know what we're going to do as far as like post. Like, I'm not going to do the bar. I don't think that we're going to do the bar like
Challenge group guide.
Group stuff. We did that in November for the 21-day yoga retreat to kind of get people excited about that and like cryo to kind of start thinking through bar. They're so you can tell that they're fake. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I know bar's not for everybody. That's why I like the
Beaver.
challenge group post rather than like a specific program post.
Yeah.
Beaver.
Okay. All right. So we have a short, quick video from Stacy. And then we'll see where we're at.
Hey everyone. So it is my privilege to be talking in here. My name is Stacy Dasher. For those of you who don't know me, I did not shower or get dressed today. It is a Monday here in Connecticut and it is raining and it is cold and I just didn't want to leave the house. So I didn't. But I am here to talk to you about, I was asked to share how I had such a good month last month. So I've been a coach for over 5 years, actually 5.5 years now. And I have hit Success Club, wow, I think like 70 months in a row. I believe that this business has seasons. Last month, I hit Success Club 24. So how did I do that? Well, here's the thing. I think that you've heard this probably 5 million times, but the first thing is consistency. We all know that. So I know that no matter what ebbs and flows are going on in my life, I show up on social media. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. And because of my consistency, I believe that when people are ready, they will reach out to me because they know that they can count on me and that they can trust me. So one tip is for sure consistency. The second tip is never take no, 1, personally, 2, to heart for sure, and 3, as no forever. Never is. Unless somebody blocks you, it is never no forever. And I have invited people probably 10 times over the past, few years. Some of them never even answered me for the first time. And then all of a sudden, something clicks. They relate to a post that I made and they join. So that's the second tip. Never take no for real. It's never for real. The third tip, let me think about this for a second. Because, when they say, oh, well, give me a tip. Why did you crush last month? I really haven't done anything really different than I normally do on a daily basis, and that's being honest with you. I would say that I started Morning Meltdown in July 29th when it was pretty much launched for everybody. And I had a very slow September and October business-wise. And I believe that people were just watching. They were watching to see my results, watching to see if I was going to stick with it, watching to see the outcome. Because once the outcome was published, it blew up. And that's how November became Success Club 24, and that's the truth. This month, I am utilizing the launch of Bar. I'm already at 4 with 2 coaches, but for me, I'm also going to run with Morning Meltdown again, because I believe that we have to run with what fuels our fire. So yes, I will talk about Bar, I will offer it in my challenge group, but I am going to run with round 2 of Morning Meltdown for January, because 1, I'm going to do round 2, and 2, that's what people have been watching me do, and that's what people are seeing my results from. So for those who watched and said, wow, I want to do that, they're going to have a second opportunity to do it right alongside of me. So if I can tell you something about being long-term and being successful long-term and consistent long-term, you got to go with what fuels your fire. You have to go with, what programs do you really love? Yes, you have to go with launches, and yes, you have to be knowledgeable on all our programs and educate yourself on each and every one, and have the education available for those who ask, and also put it out there. But I also say, run with what makes you feel alive, because that's a big reason on that's how we find joy in the business too. So those are my tips. I would say, obviously, consistency. 2, no is never a permanent no. That's for sure. 3, go with what you love. Share the products you use every day, why you use them every day, and also post unapologetically. Be you, because you're here because you love the community. You love what Beachbody has done to your life for one reason or another. So when you're posting, you need to remember that. And then you will not worry about what others are thinking, because you know that you are posting and inviting and sharing with your heart on your sleeve and with the best intentions. So those are my tips, and I hope that they were helpful. If you have any questions, just post them below. I'll check later to answer them. Happy Monday.
Thoughts?
She's so right.
Would you say she's so right on all?
Yeah, because it's so true. Like, people will see you start something and be like, oh yeah, like that's just another that or whatever that's going on, especially because we're always like adding into our network, and they don't necessarily know you and like what you do, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, 100 days later, like this chick is still doing it and still happy with it. So it's like it takes time for people to get to know you. And I like the other thing she said about, like, just because they say no the first time, it doesn't mean that they're gonna say no again. Like, they're still interested unless they unfriend you or something like that. So
Right.
just gotta stick with it.
Exactly. Yeah, so many people have come back after multiple no's or multiple invites, and even like she said, like just crickets, and then suddenly it's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, oh, you even know who I am? Okay. You saw those messages, like, oh, that's definitely a huge one. And then I like how she said to find what you love. Like, I can agree with her, because I was not a Morning Meltdown person, just because I couldn't, but still shared it, talked about the launch, had people sign up and do it. But now, like Bar, just doing it for a week and a half, I'm totally in love with it. Like, I cannot wait to run with it in January. It's super, super excited. Amy and the work, she is in love with the work. So you have to find what?
Yay!
Did you say? Can't understand her. Just, like, yes, talk about all the programs and make sure people know about them, but if there's something that you love, do that. And if you don't love a program, you don't have to do it just because Beachbody's launching it. You should be knowledgeable, but you don't have to do it. You can still be successful. What else did she talk about? And I like how she said she showed up regardless of what was going on in her life. And she shares that, the good, the bad, the ugly. Because it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
That's the real.
For sure. Not to say, like, go air your dirty laundry, but definitely, you know, talk about it. And if you can. Not all bad days you can talk about, but you know what I mean. Show up anyway. If you guys did you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call on Monday? That one was really good too. Lori Stewart was talking about how she was super shy and she just kind of started sharing her daily outfit. And then she started sharing some food. And she finally started sharing her face. And then she started, now every morning when she gets up and makes her pre-workout, she sets up her phone and just starts talking on her stories about like whatever's going on in life or whatnot. And she says if she misses a day, she gets messages like, hey, are you okay? You know, like people tune in for that, for you, you know, and you sharing your life, not to see you making her energized, but to hear, you know, they're going to connect with you and like what you're talking about. And oh, well, you know, her kid was sick. I wonder if her kid's feeling better. You know, like they really buy into your reality show, essentially. Jim always gets on me. He's like, we're not on, what is it, The Truman Show? I'm not on The Truman Show. I guess you are. You just don't know it.
Get your homework done.
But yeah, that's definitely, I mean, just little things like that. You know, it doesn't have to be Beachbody related. It doesn't have to be fitness related. Especially in your stories can be so real and raw. Like ask questions, get to know your audience, do polls. You have a random thought at night, put it on your stories and ask, you know, see what people say. So that's how they're going to connect with you.
I think it's actually my pencil.
No,
But
I bought me a
if you haven't watched the National Wake or listened to the National Wake Up Call from Monday, it was really, really good. So go back and check it out. Anything else, Amy?
No, I'm listening. I'm just trying to like figure out my life here. No, I think that's a huge thing. Is like, and I would say I agree with Stacey completely on showing up every single day. That is one thing I have been consistent about. There's days I've missed my power hour. However, I've never missed posting my life. And some days it's not so pretty. And some days I've reused stuff, to be real, like in my stories and stuff. But like people, I think, start to count on you to do that. And like there are people 4 years later that are now reaching out that before I even invite them again because they're interested. Like no always means not yet. I've only had one person ever lose it because I friended them and they didn't know me. And like, how do you like ever in my whole business? Like, I don't think that's, people wouldn't be into social networking if they didn't want people to randomly reach out. You know, like you just have to like keep moving forward, you know, it's huge.
For sure. You guys have questions? Anything you want to talk about? You missing anything? Besides Summit and celebrating my birthday?
We have hotel rooms and houses.
All right. So, all right, to wrap up, sneak peek, Fitmas, bar,
Promos.
roll with it.
Yep.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm. Invite everybody, even people that have said no 900 times. Keep inviting. Like that Kelly Kohler, you guys know Kelly who's been coaching for a while. She had a really rough month last month. She decided to get out of her own head and is inviting past people, and she's at Success Club 8 already. Like it doesn't take, and nothing's different except she decided to get out of her own bad attitude about it, you know? I mean, she's just like, I'm like wallowing, like this is stupid. Like I've taught, you know, so it's like make the commitment. Like we all start at the same place every single month. And if you want to make this your month or your year, it's like on you and you can do it, you know? I mean, Sarah and I are in the same boat. You know, it's like I wallow. Sarah, I'm sure you do too. Like it's easy to get like stuck up in that, but at the same time, you just need to like make the commitment. Like I'm going to take on bar. I'm going to do the program. I'm going to follow the meal plan. And I'm going to roll with it in 2020. You know, whatever that may be. So I mean, literally, you hear it and I say it, but you have to do it. You know, me too. It goes to me too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it helps if you're fueling your.
2020 is our year. What?
Yes. I said it helps if you're fueling your head with good things and
Yeah.
positive people.
We should do a PD together maybe in January or something.
I would love that.
Like so then we could at least like a book club, but not lame book club. Like a
I
cool
like
book.
that.
I could
But you
use
know what I'm
it.
saying? Like where we actually like are all reading something. Because I'm not in any book club, so maybe they're all great. I just don't feel that. But if we were all pick a book that we want to read and then go with it and talk about it, like I think it would help us. You know.
I like that.
I like that.
I've been reading the
use
same
it.
book for 4 months now.
Oh, I'm on 4 years with one book that I really like. It's only Kindle, and I have to do Audible because of my kids and like driving all the time. Like I've been reading another book for months. I lay in bed and I get so excited, and I rarely make it through a page. I like Audible for that. But
Same thing.
I read in the morning and then I'm like, I should go I need to make a story. I need to.
oh yeah,
No, I can't concentrate. As soon as I open up the book and start reading, I'm zoned out. Going through my list of everything I have to get done.
So my son, my older one, loved Rachel Hollis, which made that easy. So we would just like, listen, you know. But now, like, I mean, I read this like 3 times. Like, I got to move on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, pick us a book.
All right. We'll talk about it. Like, yeah, I have to think. I can't do that today. I can't think today. I'm done.
All right. Well, how about everybody think and add a book into our thread and then we'll vote on it.
Like it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Something we haven't read before.
Perfect. I
'Cause
did
need
just
something
buy The
new.
Slight Edge. Megan made me inspired about The Slight Edge. Did you ever read that, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
See, I did not. Did you like it?
It was the same thing as The Compound Effect.
Oh, so I bet I will. I like The Compound. I never read The Slight Edge, and I think I might have been. I think you guys all read that before I started coaching. So I've always felt that was like a deficit. You know? Like, who was the one about the 10 times the...
The 10X.
Yes, I loved him. Grant Cardone, I loved him.
See, I did not like that book.
Oh, I loved that book.
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, we can find something.
We'll
For
find
sure.
something. Did you guys all read The Slight Edge? No. Are you reading it now, Amy?
I just bought it, a hard copy, so it's going to take me about 9 months to get through. Like, I just...
Real.
However, my goal is to not make it be like that anymore. So, yeah, I just bought it, and it's, like, supposed to come to my local little street bookstore, like, this week.
Well, I mean, it's been 5 years since I read it, so I would read it again.
Okay.
All right,
Megan
we'll
was
vote.
in a group, and I was like, I can't commit to another group, but I could commit to a book. And that was always a book that's been on my radar, of one that I know like a lot of top coaches swear by. So yeah, we can read that one.
That would be a good start to 2022, but we'll vote.
Yeah, let's vote. That's my vote. But yeah, probably a vote.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Sleep well.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.